honey out of the extractor. Got everything strained into our little bucket here. You can see about how much we got there. Got right up to there. That'd be quite a bit to get you through the winter or whatever. So now, I'm going to put honey over in the pan. There's your strained honey.
It does look smooth, doesn't it? And that's double, what would you call that? Strained, I guess?
Yeah, this is
the pure
strained
honey.
out. Got all the wax and everything out. We're just getting this is just straight honey now. We're gonna put this in the oven just for a few minutes and warm it up. About down to the finished product here. Shut that off. And stick it in the pan underneath it. We're gonna put this in the oven for just a little bit.
Do you want me to go ahead and do this one?
Go ahead. It's more in this pan here. And we're down, this is down to the finished product now. All we're doing now is just heating it up just a little bit, make it a little bit easier to put in our jars. We already got ready, cleaned up, put some wax in it. And some of them, some people like wax and stuff, chew on, stuff like that. I do too. I like it anyway.
You like to chew it?
I like to chew the wax. Just chew around on it and everything.
I do not. I think we're going to have enough for another pan. Because you don't want to get them too.
Close this off.
And as you, can you pull this up? We still have, you can see where it was, and that's 2 pans, and we still have about an inch left, or 2 inches left of the honey. And like I said, this is fresh honey out of the bees. You all have watched us spin it and drain it and clean it. Now we're just heating it up. And like Rusty said, we're putting in some with the comb in it and then some with not. Because he can have that to chew on, I guess. He's going to laugh at me.
Sit there and warm up just a little bit. But it's interesting. I'm not no master at it or nothing. I've done it for years. Enjoy doing it. Had 2 older fellows in the community years ago got me involved in bees. I get out, go to the mountains, get you out in the woods. Enjoy finding bee trees, catching swarms. Over the years, I've caught hundreds of swarms. Some were good, some were bad. It's just something fun. Just another reason to get you in the woods, run around. I love getting in the mountains, running around on the riverbanks, stuff like that. So
tell them about, I didn't know this, how, like if you have a hive and a new queen can run out the old queen. And then that's what they do, and that's how another hive starts. Because that's kind of how you found the other one.
Bees will swarm. They'll either run out of room, they'll create a new queen, leave the old hive, leave worker bees behind with another queen. That's how bees constantly reproduce. It's very fascinating. There's hundreds of things on YouTube that you can go look. Like I said, two older fellows around here years ago got me involved. Thought it was very fascinating, very interesting. Been in it for years and absolutely love it.
I can't believe, I'm just getting into growing gardens and stuff like that, but this is amazing to me of how much production those bees actually do. And this is in less than 2 months' time.
Yeah, 2 months. That's drawing out black comb. Once you put it in the frames, bees have to draw it out and then fill it. Sometimes it takes a little more, sometimes it's a little less. Depends on how good the honey flow is. What that is.
Like their pollen?
Because all honey is pollen and water. That's all.
And as you can see, I guess West Virginia has a lot of pollen. Because I'm just amazed. I didn't think we would get even just this much out of a hive that he's had for less than 2 months. And he saved them in the hill on a 4-wheeler path during turkey season. So that's pretty impressive if you ask me.
This is what it. Which this piece of comb here goes into a larger frame for the hive body. It goes into a hive body frame. But this is called foundation. That's pure beeswax.
So it's just wax.
Yeah. You order this from different companies, and that's what starts out. You put that inside of a frame,
and they start.
And the bees will take it from there.
And then that's where you get. I'm going to just go hold it up. That's where you get this.
Yes.
And see how it has the holes in it? That's where these come from.
And you can see how thin that starts out, and then
it gets that thick. It's pretty amazing. To see these little animals and creatures do this. So you think that's warm enough?
Yeah.
So what we have here is a strainer, or well, not a strainer, but a funnel. I'm just amazed at how much. So, what we're going to do here, make it a little easier. Like I said, this is my first time, but this is not Rusty's first rodeo. Is got a measuring cup.
We're just going to dip it out here.
Excuse me. So 2 scoops fills up 1.
2 scoops.
And I want you to look at this. With the honeycomb, you can't even buy that. Look at there, look at there. Wow. She's awfully pretty. She's very pretty. Oh, he's going to go ahead and put this other one in there. Ooh. Look how happy she looks. She looks all happy. She's happy goodness in a little jar. I seen that just rise up out of there. This is pretty amazing stuff, guys. I guess I would say that I'm the city girl and you're the country boy, huh?
That is true.
Because I'm like totally amazed here. Does anybody on here have bees? Or mess with bees? Or like bees? Or whatever?
Yeah, this will go good, just like I said earlier. This will go good on a good old cat head biscuit there about November, December, when the tablespoon of this in your coffee of a morning or something like that. So.
Well, I know my granny, she always made hot toddies with honey. And if I'm not mistaken, I think she always had fresh honey from somebody. But that was, years and years ago. So you could also make hot toddies for, your kids or to drink. But mine was always used, when Granny used to give them to me, was for medicine. So that right there, like when I ever had the croup or a cough, this right here would help. Did you have hot toddies when you were young?
Not really.
Not really? See, that surprises me because you all had bees. And that's like one thing I know West Virginia people do a lot is the hot toddies. If I'm not mistaken, it is honey, tea, and you can add a little bit of moonshine or sometimes they just use regular alcohol, like drinking alcohol. Like I'm talking like a little bit of vodka or something like that. Just a little bit, not like to get drunk. But they would add that to it as your medicine to break it all loose and if you had a cold. So that's something that you can, and plus just think of all the good stuff that you're getting from fresh honey. So it's pretty amazing. But we do have the, tell them about your channel.
Yeah, we do have a little thing on YouTube there, just put stuff on. We're not being no experts or anything like that. It's M&N Outfitters, like I mentioned earlier.
It's up and running, so please.
It's up and running. Me and my cousins from Ohio, which I call my brothers, we get out hunting fish. My oldest son Alex, he's on there. We're just going to be doing little things this fall with hunting and stuff like that. We're just getting started with this, just to get out and show people things that, there's a lot of things in the mountains that a lot of people will never see, and I just want people to experience it and see what's really going on out there besides what's going on in the concrete jungle nowadays. So.
Well, some of us didn't have, my dad worked all the time, and he was a sports nut, so he didn't do any of this. So I think it's awesome for some people to have that to watch and look at, don't you think? I mean,
yeah.
I've learned a lot.
It's
ramps.
there's
Really.
a whole nother world out there.
Who knew that ramps existed? So this is kind of amazing.
Yeah, there's a whole nother world out there when it comes to getting in the mountains. I think a lot more people need to get out and experience that, especially with all the crazy stuff that's been going on. And there's a whole nother world out there. So, but yeah, if you want to go, get on the YouTube channel, subscribe to it. Like I said, it's not doing no how-to videos, just showing you what else is out there in the world to experience, and if it gets one or two people started into messing with bees or just getting out and hunting and fishing and never experienced that before, then it's been a success. So
that's right. So like and subscribe on their channel, and you can also leave comments if you want, if you have any questions, and one of the boys can answer you, and hopefully you guys will enjoy.
absolutely.
And look here, this is just out of one pan, and we've got another pan that's warming, plus enough to do another pan. I'm flabbergasted at how much you can get at a little time. These bees, this was only from less than 2 months of working these bees. And he found them in the woods. So if anybody has any bees, do not kill them. Please let us know. Let us know. So then we can use them and let them work and give them a happy home. And then you can get some fresh honey out of it. So look here. That is...
Out of one pan.
That one pan.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So 10 jars out of one pan. So we have another pan plus what is in the bucket of fresh honey. Pretty amazing. Anything you want to say before we sign off?
Yeah, get to finish up this other pan, and hope everybody has a good evening. And like I said, go to the channel and subscribe to it. And like I said, we just doing it for fun. And
yeah, you can get on there and laugh at us. Right?
oh yeah.
All right, guys. See you later. Thank you.